What's up, everybody? Welcome back to From 1 Star to 6 Star, the Washington State Cougars Rise. I can't remember what I call this series. I know it's 1 star to 6 star, and we are ascending with the Washington State Cougars, currently 9-1, ranked number 12 in the country. We have a huge game coming up this week. Every week, before the games have started, I've been doing the recruiting, and I've been scheduling recruits' visits. I've always picked the last game because that's what they tell you to do, because you get a little bit of a bonus. The last home game I have is against Utah. The last home game is this week. Here's our recruiting update. We're in a battle with a couple of schools. We have a bunch that are scheduled to visit this week. We have somebody who committed to our team, and then we got locked out by a fullback. But it's a big week. We'll see what the old ranking is going to be as we look at our goals from last week that we met. Lots of good stuff here. We got the school record for rushing TDs in the season. That is fantastic. Last week's game, a barn burner. Terrible interceptions thrown in the red zone. Repeatedly bad interceptions thrown, maybe not in the red zone necessarily, but definitely in a territory you don't want to throw interceptions. More so, like 30 yards in it. Somehow overcame all of those. Won the game in quadruple overtime. So stressful as all get out to get us to 9-1. So defeating both of the Arizona schools in heart-stopping fashion puts the Washington State Cougars up at number 10, 9-1. Huge game this week against Utah. A lot of recruits coming to visit. Hopefully we can get some good recruiting stuff going. I don't even really think that I can do a whole lot. I don't think I can schedule any visits or anything, but we'll go ahead and take a quick peek. We'll get into the action here. A lot of prospects coming in this week. So we have... see if there's just anybody I locked out. 70 overall punter. It's fine. Fine. And then it looks like we are getting to it's committed to Texas A&M. Okay, weird. Just the weird way they just went that. All right, nothing to do recruiting wise. Next step. I don't believe I have any points to worry about at the moment. Any upgrades, but we'll take a look at the coach skill trees here. 0, 0, and 0. Perfect. We'll get you caught up around the country with the top 25 poll, and then we'll take a look at the conference standings. We are probably all but out of it as far as the Pac-12 title appearances is possible, but we'll take a look and we'll see. South Carolina leads. They've been number 1 for a while. Ohio State, Notre Dame, Alabama, Texas A&M, Louisville, Oregon, TCU, Boise State, and Washington State. Hey, the two schools that I do series in are right next to each other in this top 10. Oklahoma State falls from the 5th spot to number 11. Lost to number 15, Texas. North Carolina, Georgia tumbles all the way down to 13 after losing to Auburn by 7. So they're out of it. Nebraska, 14. Texas, Michigan, Virginia Tech, UCLA, Iowa, Washington, Northern Illinois, Kansas State, Wisconsin, USC, and Stanford dropping pretty far there from 14th to 25th, and USC entering the poll. A couple of schools there right at the bottom. For the Pac-12 entering into the top 25 this week. Dropped out Miami, Oklahoma, and Northwestern. Northwestern and Miami at least both got votes, as well as Florida, Tulsa, Utah State, Florida State. Did I say Florida State? NC State, Fresno State, Ole Miss. There's teams that got votes. There's teams that fell out. Whatever. So top 10, Washington. We got a big showdown against the Huskies coming up next week in the regular season finale. But I'm sure we're all but guaranteed a bowl spot at this point. But it looks like it could be a top 25 ranked matchup, which would be pretty cool. Here's a look at the standings. Oregon, Washington State, Stanford, Washington, Oregon State, California. We need an Oregon loss to help us out. We lost to the Ducks. Heartbreaking fashion. USC, UCLA, Arizona State, Arizona, Utah, Colorado. So we play 3 games in a row against the Pac-12 South. Before wrapping it up against the Huskies of Washington. So let's jump into the game here. We're nearing the end of season 1. Don't advance the week. Play the game, please. Don't do that. They are slightly better ranked than we are in every category. Maybe not slightly. But, you know, playing in close games, kind of chipping away. Just kind of keeping it close. That was kind of the key against Arizona. It was the key against Arizona State. We had some fantastic finishes. Realistically, we should probably be 7-3 at this point. Maybe ranked, maybe not ranked. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens here. We have a ton of recruits visiting. So we'll take a look at that. Here's all the rankings. Looking good for the Cougars, top 15 across the board, but top 5 in yards, rushing yards, and points. They're pretty middle of the road offensively. They're pretty middle of the road defensively, and we are pretty weak offensively. Though I think that our stats are skewed because of the quarters. We play very well on defense, air quotes, very well, because we only play 5-minute quarters. We play very poorly on offense because we only play 5-minute quarters. Visiting prospects, we got a lot of them. 150 tight end pass yards, 3 sacks, and 2 tackles for loss with defensive lines, 2 sacks with a linebacker. A lot of stuff going on today. Top players, usual suspects. There's an update on their stats. Still 13-14 on the field goals for the kicker. Overstreet should hit 600 yards. Their top players are a left outside linebacker, 23 tackles, got a sack, forced fumble, 3 picks. Hurst, 15 tackles, a safety, 87 overall, and their wide receiver has almost 700 yards, 5 touchdowns. Injury report, nothing for the Cougars. Rawls, the right tackle, has a foot stress fracture, gone for 8 weeks. Enjoy the pregame.
With us in the studio, I'm Reese Davis, bringing you the EA Sports NCAA Football 14 pregame show presented by Ncaa. Innovation that excites. Pac-12 expansion has only enhanced this conference's credibility on a national scale. New coaches bringing great new innovative ideas, particularly on offense, gives this league an opportunity for a showcase like we're about to enjoy. Thanks for checking out the pregame show. NCAA college football action coming up next with Brad and Kirk on the call. David and I will see you at halftime.
Stadium in Pullman, Washington, the place to be for an exciting college football game.
It's time for the coin toss now, presented by Coke Zero. Real Coke taste, 0 calories. Enjoy everything.
All right, welcome on into Martin Stadium for the final time this season. We are winding down season number 1 of Cougar football. We will get the ball first. Looks like it is a whiteout night here in Pullman.
He just drills this one.
And we wore crimson, so it looks like we're a lot of people are rooting for the old Utah team.
Seniors are throwing on the home jerseys for the final time in their career. And for these kids, an awfully emotional time. You always want to go out in style and get a win.
All right, so here we go. Let's work with a weak run here to start things off. See if we can get back to controlling the clock a little bit. I do believe, oh boy. I do believe Utah,
Washington State's feeling pretty good about themselves right now.
they run more of a power run offense, so it could be kind of a quick clock moving game. Oh, geez, 60, all right. But it was something that kind of got away from us in the last couple of games against Arizona and Arizona State, both teams that like to run more of a hurry-up offense. There was a great game a few years ago against, between, I should say. Blitzing off the edge there.
Now he tries to buy some time.
Oh, Whitaker, you had it. I should have thrown that a little bit earlier. I should have trusted what I was looking at with my eyes. I thought I had an opportunity there. Let's try a little screen play here. There was a great game, though, between these two teams a few years ago. Mike Leach in the air raid offense versus Kyle something in like a run-first attack. And there was a point in the game where they showed the statistics, and each team had run 35 plays or something like that. And Washington State had run 30 pass plays, 5 running plays. Utah had run 5 pass plays and 30 running plays. And it was just a fascinating clash in style that they were the exact opposite of each other. Cougars won. That was when they had that really good year with Ncaa, who will be looking for a new NFL team, presumably, this year, which is unfortunate. Let's see. There we go. See if we can get Overstreet up over 1,000 yards. It's a long crossing route. That's my fault. He got up slow, and it's absolutely on me. But that was a good. I like that third down conversion with the screen. First down. There we go. Get Kearney involved. 7 yards.
He got 7, but it looked like
there we go.
Second, he could have broken it for even more. Good call.
There we go.
From the 45-yard line. First down.
Also, Gordon's back in the game. I think I forgot to look last week. He got injured in the game, and the backup had to come in and win the game on the road as a ranked opponent, or a ranked team. Working with 2nd and 8 here. See if we can get Kyle Whittingham is his name. I don't know if I said that correctly or not. I think I said Cunningham. We have Hood. There we go. Okay. That was a good throw. I was looking that way in the first place, and I was going to look to the tight end on the other side, but the defender that was on that slot receiver blitzed, and so it made it a little easier to try and make that throw. And again, we're kind of just work out here.
Quick throw, incomplete.
Ooh, incomplete. Okay. I think the backup quarterback I have is a little quicker.
From the 35-yard line.
And that was a much safer throw than some of the throws I made on the run last week. Bounce it back in. I'll take a 3-yard gain. Maybe not the best play to run on 2nd and 10, but
that makes it 3rd and 7.
all right, let's see if I have anything here. I like mesh. I like inside cross a little more. I like the route all the way on the outside with Overstreet breaking across. Minor and Whitaker maybe get some. So I believe Overstreet wide open. That was a very easy play on my part. Oh, yeah, that worked out very well. The defender that was initially on Overstreet bit up to take care of the crossing routes that were shallow. Okay. All right. Maybe just more of a good call against that defense. Not necessarily intentionally. You know, it wasn't like I went in game planning or anything, but you know, sometimes you can just have a good call.
Runs outside for a nice gain.
It's a 5-yard gain. This is what I want to do. Let's just run this clock down.
It's 2nd and 5 here. 8 yards out.
And especially after last week, I do not want to put myself in a situation where I am willingly just like, oh, yeah, I'll throw the ball now. Bounce it back this way. Cut up.
Nice run up the middle.
They're down at 1. We're giving it right back to him. We're feeding him. We're feeding him the rock. I believe in him. Worst case scenario, we'll take the entire first quarter.
This is the 14th play of this drive.
We'll not good to scoreboard watch, but hopefully we'll get some updates on the Oregon game. We need them to lose, and we need to win out in order to win the North.
Well, they've been like a machine on this drive. Very methodical and efficient, and once again,
21
they're
yards.
moving the chain.
Do they have anything that kind of leaks him out of the backfield, maybe? I don't know if I really want that screen. Yeah, I'd like to run a Hail Mary now. We can go with a quick slant. It does feel a little bit like a Marshawn Lynch situation of like, let's throw it. Oh, that wasn't even Curdy. That was Gaston. Gaston came in and was like, "Yeah, I'll take the touchdown." That's all right. I was trying to get it to Kearney one last time. I don't know if he's a senior, but
He makes the PAT.
that'll work. That'll work for me. Stanford lost. What do we got? Oregon State and Washington. Ooh, 20-10 game.
Take control of this game. The Beavers lead 20-10.
Thanks, Reese. 7-0 game here.
All right.
Herring gets set to kick this one away.
All right, let's see what we can. So let's see what we can do here on the defensive side of the ball. We have 17 seconds left in the first quarter. That was a methodical drive. That's what I want to see. Keep the defense off the field. Get the offense moving, churning, working. We'll just we'll work with a simple defense here to start. Okay. So you get a nice 6-yard run there. And they are working with a little bit of a pace here. I don't know if they're going to get the ball off. Oh, they will. Shoot.
Gets to around the 42.
Okay. So they're going to keep it on the ground. We might want to work with more of like a spy. I don't know. 7-0 though. That's a good way to end the quarter.
Welcome back here. We resume action now here in the second quarter. And he's hit before he can go anywhere.
All right. So 2nd down and 2. See if we can work with a blitz. Now they're going to get the ball at the start of the second half. So if they score a touchdown, I feel like it's going to be very important for us to score something. Or something.
Takes it up the middle for a nice run.
As they are, really working with a quick pace. I don't want to get into a shootout with them, and I don't want to... I would rather that they score here. I think number 76 isn't set correctly, so they may actually get a delay of game here. He's just kind of standing there. But I definitely don't want... I want them to score to tie at the beginning of the third quarter, rather than, score to try and take the lead or something.
They just didn't get the snap off in time. Here's the call.
Yeah, that was a weird play. That burned a lot of clock. So we'll accept that. So 2nd down and 10.
And it'll cost them a few. from the 41-yard line. Second down.
Well, it didn't. I guess it kind of mattered. Instead of a first and 10, it is a 3rd down and 3. So no big deal. Oh, I had him in the backfield. I missed the. Oh my goodness. I had him right at the line of scrimmage. That was going to be 4th freaking down, and I blew it. Oh boy. And we're stuck in this situation. This is the 3rd team in the row that's playing this fast-paced offense. And it's just something I do not do well. I missed the tackle again.
This kid is a really reliable weapon. You definitely want the football in his hands near the end zone, and he showed you why right there.
They'll line up for the extra point in an attempt to tie the game. He splits the uprights with the extra point. So a 9-play, 79-yard drive, and they come away with a touchdown. Brown
all right, that's okay.
lined up to kick this one off.
We can
Nice kick, plenty of distance.
we can take this down the field again. I believe.
He's to the 20.
Oh, Bray. I got kind of stuck on that guy going to the field.
They've been like a couple of fighters feeling each other out so far. Let's see if they start to open it up a little bit more now.
I'd rather not open it up, but I'll take these 7-yard runs. So already near 30 yards. That's good. He had 21 on the first drive. We'll see if we can kind of get him some more here. 1 yard's not going to do a whole lot. That's okay. Go with a power O. Whitaker can seal that block. We're in an okay spot. Oh, that was a good block. That was a good block. It wasn't Whitaker, but it was a good block. Or Whitlock. Was it Whitaker? Whitlock? Doesn't matter. It wasn't him, but because I think there was a it was a pull block. I believe it was number 59. He was able to get out and do something. Okay. Again, we're able to get good yardage on the screen. He's got 31 on the ground, and he's got right about that number through the air as well. So we go with the blast. 2nd down in inches, 5 for 7, 68 yards. A little more balanced running pass than I thought I would be.
He gets out to about the 45-yard line.
Under 2 minutes, so keep an eye on the clock here. I'm fine with letting it run for a little bit. They really want me to pass the ball.
From the 45-yard line.
7 first downs to 3. Oh my goodness. Not a great throw. I put that on a rope. I did the bullet pass. We'll go with a middle read here. See Wilcox coming across the formation all the way.
He's going to try and scramble. He's in trouble.
All right, Gordon's going to pick up some yards. Shouldn't have taken that hit. Should have stepped out about a step sooner, but I wanted that first down. All right, see what we have here.
And this is the 8th play of the drive.
Maybe do something with a draw here. I'm in good position. I like this position. Oregon State beat Washington.
Tackle made.
That did not work because the
When
run
this guy gets
block
his
just
arms
was
around
not
the
there.
ball carrier, I don't care who it is. He's not getting away.
All right. Let's go with a
The
cross.
35-yard line. It's second down.
All right, we have Whitaker running a little wheel around here.
Steps out of bounds.
Not a great
Right
throw.
around the 32-yard
Not a
line.
great throw. I mean, I got the throw away. We have all 3 timeouts we're working with here. 3rd down and 9. We're just not eating up the clock the way I want
Play the
to.
drive.
It's tempting to call a screen here, but I want the Ratliff route. If he can bite inside just enough, like that. There you go.
Around the 20-yard line.
First down. I would not make a very good quarterback. I'd be like, yes, I see my one option, and that's it. One option or bust. What a huge run. Huge run. 10 first downs, and we are in the first half of the game here. Run an isolation. Oh, we have 1st and goal. We have 3 timeouts that we're working with, so we can kind of... We can go. We're good. We're good. Everything's fine. 31, 30. Let it go. Let it go. Just ISO. I don't want to try anything too cute here.
Looks like he flinched down there on the line.
Well, I may have just gotten a false start. Dang it.
False start, offense.
It's so
I got too
tough
cute
to
on
move the
myself
ball
here.
forward. Even a 5-yard
second down.
setback can do damage to a drive.
For whatever reason, that stops the clock. We'll go ahead and we'll go with a power O.
8-yard line.
2nd and
Second
goal.
down.
Maybe this isn't the correct play. That's okay. Again, still working with 3 timeouts.
The 5-yard line.
18
Washington State
seconds
will
remaining.
take a
We're good.
timeout. That's their first of the half. And the halfback carries for a pickup of 3.
The offensive line has got to do a better job of making space because that was just a punishing hit.
Here's play number 14 of this drive.
Whitaker!
Quick strike, and he can't pull it in.
Whitaker was exactly where I wanted him. He ran the route I wanted him to run. And that was 3rd and goal.
They're going to go for the easy 3 here. The kick is up, and he's got it.
That's a disappointing finish. I'll be honest. Whitaker should have had that touchdown. Washington falls.
That is in jeopardy after this performance. It is all over, and once again, we find out there are no foregone conclusions in college football. Oregon State gets the win, 20-13.
Thanks, Reese. 10-7 in this one. The kicker looks like he's ready to kick this
Oh,
one
no.
off.
Oh, no. I got too cute. That's mercifully inbounds.
He's to the 20. He's knocked
And
out of
thankfully that guy got
bounds
off that
at the
block.
24-yard line.
I don't know why I did that. Either wait 10 seconds
There hasn't been
for
too
the
much
halftime
daylight between these
or
two
put
teams.
the game on pause. You can
Games
pause
like
the
this,
game.
Some players try to press too much, and that can cause mistakes. Tackled after
Looks
decent
like
pickup.
they'll take it in halftime, down 3. All right, it's been a good one. We'll see if the second half is just as good. Utah gets the ball.
Points were very hard to come by in those first 2 quarters. They'll head to the locker room. 10-7, Cougars.
We played 30 minutes. Glad to have you with us on the EA Sports NCAA Football 14 halftime show presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites. David Pollock and I here in the studio to break down everything that just happened in your game. Things are straight defensive out there right now. David, what do these 2 offenses have to do to open this game up?
Well, it's fun to watch because obviously I'm a defensive guy and I enjoy this. But when your defense is executed at that kind of level, the offense has to be precise. I mean, you got to throw it in tight windows. You got to be willing to take some chances that you normally wouldn't have. How about some trick plays, baby? I mean, when you're losing the battle in the trenches, you got to find some way to kind of even it out. Maybe get a little bit more options, some reverses, some double passes, something to loosen up this defense, because right now defenses are just winning out.
Looking forward to seeing this second half. I think there's certainly a want for victory.
A want and a need for victory. Some teams need this victory, Reese Davis.
Want, need, got to go get it either way. Brad and Kirk are there to deliver.
All right, we are back with the second half of action here.
All right,
You might be
Reese,
thinking to
Davis,
yourself,
thanks, guys.
didn't you just
Second
kick
half
off?
action
I
is about
did.
ready to start here.
I did. Utah getting the ball here to start half number 2 up. Or excuse me, down 3.
This
So
one's
me,
gonna be
that
down
one.
in the end zone for a touchback.
Just took what they got in the last one and said, you know what? We'll take our touchdown and we'll move on to the second half. That time of possession is exactly what I want to see. A lot of yards through the air, which is surprising for me. But an 80-20 split percentage of time that we have had the ball is exactly what I want to see. It's a nice stop there. 8 rushes, 53 yards already on the ground for that running back for Utah. They ran all over me in their first and only drive of the first half. Not counting the second, basically just run out the clock.
Quick shot to the tight end, and he can't pull it in.
Outlaw 2 for 3, 16 yards. 3rd down and 13. Got to come away with something here. I don't like any of these plays, I'll be honest. I want to bring a little bit of pressure. I don't want to bring too much. I don't want to give Malte to throw. We'll bring our linebackers. That guy's actually going to drop into coverage.
He rifles it.
Instead,
He's brought down
it will be a first down. So a 27-yard reception there. And I just couldn't get to the quarterback fast enough. 3 for 4. Again, the problems for me, high completion percentages for quarterbacks.
Pulls it in, and he's in the open field. He's at the 30, and he's taken down at about the 25-yard line. And the wideout gets a chance to show what he
And
can
this
do.
is exactly what I was worried about.
Doesn't disappoint either.
4 for 5, 69 yards. Nice.
Straight run, nothing going on there.
Here we go. Nothing doing there. That was about the... Not about, but that was the one time I'd like to have seen some pressure there.
Strike to his receiver, no good.
Gosh.
Third down, and they need to get it to the 15. So the officials taking a look at this play to see if the
Really?
receiver got a foot inbounds.
Regardless of the outcome of this review, I still think that this guy made an excellent catch.
They might call that inbounds, honestly. That's not a catch.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the call on the field will be reversed.
You are kidding me. You're kidding me. I knew it, and it was still like, are you serious? Are you serious? He is out of bounds. Where's the... Hold on. Zoom in. Where's his hide? Yeah, at no point is he... He is out. That's out of bounds. God dang it. Oh, that's... Oh, man. You know what's too bad that you can't hold the... How do you take the bottom line off? Play, rotate, up. Oh, you can do this. Oh, you can really zoom in here. So we can really watch and see. Out of bounds. That's out of bounds. Out of bounds. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's frustrating. Here's a picture for yourself there, Sean. There's no way to get the No way to get the bottom line off. All right, here we go. First down and 10. 3:59 here in the third quarter. Looking good. Through that first half.
Nice run up the middle.
Yeah. Quarterback runs like that are super dangerous to me. The defense really goes for the running back there. In that those situations. We saw it with Oregon. We saw it with FCS West or whatever. There you go. There you go. Third down and 4. Here we go.
And once he gets moving, there's no stopping him. This guy is so big and strong that he's almost impossible to block with one guy.
Here's play number 10 on the drive. Everybody bunched up tight defensively.
Touchdown, Utah.
We're going to need a methodical drive here.
So he punches it into the end zone for the second time today.
When they need a play, you usually know who's going to get the ball. Excellent run to put these guys up on top.
He makes the PAT.
All right.
Utah lines up for the kickoff. Sends it sailing downfield. He's to the 10.
Go with Bray. Ooh, that was a bad return. Just could not get away from Russell there. All right, well, this is bad.
There's still plenty of time to keep running their offense as usual here. I don't think they need to feel any anxiety about trailing.
No, we're good. I feel fine about it. I don't feel great because that was an unbelievably missed block there. Now I'm starting to feel a little nervous about it. It's just not even close. There was nothing there.
Second and 13.
Right, see if we can get Whitaker involved here. He's been good. He had that drop touchdown, which is unfortunate, but there you go. There you go. It's like a 16-yard reception. All right. They only have 5 first downs. They got a garbage one on the last drive. There we go. There we go. Second down and 3. They're set up for that. I don't think I really want to run that on a second and 3. Oh my God. Get that freak off the field. Come on.
They dominated the point of attack.
5 for 6 on third down. We're going to need another one here if we want to keep this drive going. Again, looking for Whitaker. I'm liking Minor coming over. You gotta catch that ball. You gotta catch. What are you doing? That's infuriating.
Pittman is back deep to return. They get this one off, and it's a beauty. And he's taken down at the 38.
Probably stop going to him. It was a perfect route. It was exactly what I wanted to see. Maybe I need to throw it just a hair earlier. He was open. That's the second or third pass he's dropped today.
Able to pick up big chunks of yards through the air. You wonder if they'll go back to that same strategy, or will they start to lean a little bit more on their ground game?
Throws complete. He's got space to work. He gets hit out of bounds around the 44-yard line.
Yeah, so still a 6-yard gain. Field goal is fine. We can work with that.
Utah holds a 4-point lead.
No.
He's at the 40. They'll bring him down around the 31-yard
There was
line.
nobody out there. What is going on?
At the 31-yard line. First down.
I don't even know. Just bring it everybody, I guess.
Quick throw out to the receiver, incomplete.
You know, when you
Maybe
feel
they'll
pressure
give
like
us a
that,
second
the
to
worst
reset
thing
here,
you wanna
get some
do
substitutions
is
in. I
just
feel like
to
I'm
throw
all
the
out of
ball
sorts
into
here.
coverage. He got away with one right there. He's very fortunate. Next time, he should just throw it away out of bounds.
Okay, second down and 10.
Yards to go. Ball on the 31
I'm good with
line.
giving up a field goal here.
Tackle at the
It'll be
22.
third down and 1. They are dicing us up. Fire everything. Get everybody through there.
Fires out to his receiver.
Ah.
Around the 6-yard line.
Smith on the tackle at the 6
This is,
yard line.
honestly, this is infuriating. 9 for 11, 139 yards. I think the back end of the defense is just slow.
And he carries the ball for a nice gain.
Second down and goal. We are going to have to start
That brings up second.
firing on all sorts of cylinders here. I don't even think this is going to work. There, it actually did work. Third down and goal. All right, we can still hold for a field goal here. Again, a sell out to stop the run. That was a good tackle there. We've seen a couple of guys get up on the ball carrier.
This is the 8th play of this drive.
All right, that'll save me. Probably not a great call there.
Both offenses still trying to find
right.
a way to open things
14-10.
up. 3 quarters. 14-10, Utes.
They are. Utah is knocking on the door. That guy got just absolutely destroyed. All right. We fell victim on the last big blitz we ran.
Welcome back to the action here. as
4
we
for
resume
4
play
on
here
third
for
down. If there was ever a time to stop a fourth down
Utah
conversion, it
up
is
4.
right now. Third down conversion.
Touchdown, Utes.
That was literally what I was just talking about. They get the contact in the backfield and they can't push him back.
Still a long ways to go here in the 4th quarter, but that score has certainly put them in a great position to win the football game.
I haven't been able to stop them. They have 3 drives and 3 touchdowns. I can't do it.
Attacks on the
Now,
extra point.
I'm frustrated because I'm losing.
61-yard
I'm annoyed.
run, and the
I'm
result, 7
really
points.
annoyed because I can't stop them.
21-10.
But I do need to remind myself that I realistically should be 7-3 right now. A miracle win against Arizona State, and arguably even more of a miracle win against Arizona,
Down he goes.
has put us so high in the rankings and has put us with such a good record. But I don't know. It feels like the Oregon game where it's just nothing I am doing is working. And I knew that it was important for me to score a touchdown. We're going away from Whitaker. He's not getting the ball for the rest of this game. Just because he's dropped like 3 of them. They finally see the screen coming. All right, so I do need to kind of work with a little bit more of a quick pace here.
From their own 37-yard line. Second down.
There you go. There you go, Wilcox.
That was a good reaction to the blitzing linebacker. That's what you like to see out of a young quarterback. He just has to ignore the pressure and get the ball out of there on
All right.
time.
Out of bounds. That's what you want to see. Don't really think there's much of a reason to be running the
From
ball.
the 48-yard line. First down.
I'm okay with giving it, like, kicking it deep.
He's on the run. Runs with it, and he's got room. He's got the corner. He's out of bounds. The 43-yard line.
Yeah, not great. Whitaker was open way up the field. I did get a little nervous just because he's dropped so many passes. Now, where's number 9? Because I'd like to run not anywhere near him, please. Instead, they will send everybody. All right, 3rd down and 4. I'm still good with kicking it deep. I don't know if I finished that thought, but I don't like it. I don't like the idea.
So it's 3rd down now, and they're going to need about 4.
But I'm going to be down 4. Hey, look at that. Whitaker actually did get the ball.
But just not enough for the first.
Yeah, they're going
It's
to come
all right.
up a little bit short here.
Chaz Whitaker has probably more drops than
first down.
All right. There you go. There you go, Kearney. There you go. Only 81 rush yards. It's a little lower. Apparently my leg has just decided that it needs to itch.
Good execution up front by the offensive line.
All right. Calm down. Calm down.
1st down, 10 to go. Ball on the 32.
It wasn't even like it was a good scratch. It was like I hurt myself instead, you know.
Zips it to the tailback, incomplete.
It was perfect. It was absolutely perfect.
Here's the 8th play of the series.
Hood. Hood.
And he's hit before he can go anywhere.
There you go. 1st down, buddy.
Who do you try to cover this guy with? He's too fast for most linebackers. He's too big for most corners. You have to rely on your safeties, who generally aren't very good in one-on-one coverage.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 14. Less than 3 minutes in the game. Got the corner.
Oh, that guy was jumping up and down. He was so open. That's a misread on my part. That's a misread on my part, and that's me in the back of my head going, you've thrown a lot of interceptions down here. Please don't. Please don't.
Finds the tight end for a touchdown.
Woo! There you go, Whitaker. I shouldn't have been so harsh. I should have stuck with the Aaron Rodgers mentality and just kept throwing it. We'll get there eventually. For those of you who don't know, Aaron Rodgers,
And they're looking to get 2 points here.
for as good as the receivers would become in Green Bay, especially like Jordy Nelson. Oh my God, Whitaker! I knew it.
64-yard drive, and they'll come away with 6
I was
points
just
after
gonna make.
failing
God
on
dang
the
it!
conversion.
As good as Jordy Nelson would become, they had a lot of drops in the Super Bowl victory over the Pittsburgh Steelers, and he just kept throwing it to him. It's just like, you will catch this eventually. Hard to believe that they haven't won a Super Bowl or even been back in a decade. So now it's a weird score, 21-16. I like the call. Cut it to 3. That's fine.
This is a pretty crucial series right here. With things
Whitaker
being so
bruised
tight,
his elbow.
your best players have to step
Did he
up
bruise
on
it
both
because I
sides of
threw the ball too hard directly at him?
Caught, and he's hit
All
immediately.
right. 2nd down and 9. There's no reason for them to really go. I guess I should probably take a
Will take
timeout.
their
I don't
first
know what
time
I'm
out of the
doing.
half.
Oh, sub in Hood. He's only 69 overall, which probably explains why he keeps dropping stuff.
From their own 26-yard line. 2nd down. Just over 2 minutes in the game. Complete. He's got room. And he is drilled at the 31.
We're selling out here.
Cougars call a timeout. That's
We're
their second of the half.
going to get the ball back with a decent amount of time, or we're going to lose right here, right now. All right. Yep.
Get to that quickly.
That'll do it.
He's tackled around the 41-yard line.
Well, the defensive line has to do a better job here of
Fudge
pulling
pops.
that
That
screen
is
out. And a lot of times the
awful.
offensive line will
Awful,
dictate
awful,
whether or not
awful.
it's
What a
gonna be
perfect
screen
screen
pass or
call
not.
to
When they
call
feel
right
and
there.
sense the offensive
We have
line
one timeout left.
releasing out to get out in front of the screen
I think
and be able to try to make a play downfield.
that's
Again,
the second or
defensive
third
line
time that
is
I've...
key.
God
Any defense is
dang
gonna
it.
slow down the screen pass.
That's good for a gain of 17 yards. First down.
I can't stop them. I cannot stop them.
And he's taken down around the 36-yard line.
Gain of 6
They're not being great with their clock management here. I still have one timeout that I can use on maybe like a third down run or something. We're still good. We're not gone yet. Not in a great position. I'm really frustrated. I cannot get a stop on them.
There's a strike complete, and he's level at the 41-yard line.
Take it there.
Washington
We'll take it there.
State's called their final
I'm good with
timeout.
it. We're going to be working with a similar amount of time, like, regardless.
Third down, and they need to get it down
But
to
I
the
definitely want to force them to run this
32.
play.
Just over a minute left. Makes it out to about the 30.
Call it a gain of 11 yards. That makes it first and 10.
That was a perfect call. That was a perfect call for them. I can be as mad and frustrated as I want, but that was a perfect call. I called to cover for a pass, and they ran it. And that'll do it. The Cougars are going to lose this game. And
After a decent run up the gut.
it's frustrating. It is incredibly frustrating. I will be honest. That overturn call was garbage. But defensively, I couldn't do anything. I could not get them off the
It's second
field.
and 5 here.
They've
On the
outgained
25.
us. They...
And this should be a kneel down as they just try to kill the clock. He'll go down to one knee.
I really should have known better. I'd called it earlier in the game. They were perfect on third down. Good God. All right, well, that'll do it.
That's going to do it.
That's,
The Utes just win it. 21-16.
man, I'm
That brings
frustrated.
this
That,
broadcast to a close. For EA Sports and Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Brad Nessler. We'll see you soon for another edition
For
of NCAA football.
most of that game, I had sold out to stop the run on third down. I got to passive on the final third down conversion when I needed it the most. And that stings. Yeah. But, you know, it is what it is. 8-2. That's a... Oh, no! My big dumb face was in for the best screen. God dang it. Why did it do... Whatever. I was trying to calm myself down. I think I missed it. I'm annoyed. I'm very annoyed. Do they have the screenshots? Manage photos and videos? Do they like have it where I can... Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Hang on. Can I select it? Can I save? Great. How do I view it? I mean, worst case scenario, I get that one. How do I... So how would I look at these? Maybe there's a way to get a screenshot out of this left. Yeah, I just way too passive. But again, when you give up, they were perfect 7 for 7 on third down. I could not get them off the field, and I just, that's how it goes. That's how it goes. You can't rely. God dang it! I'm so annoyed. I'm so annoyed that I could not stop them. Take a look at the player stats here. Gordon was 14 of 19, 146 yards, a touchdown. No interceptions. Really high completion percentage is 73. So that's good news. Kearney's only a sophomore, which is fantastic news for me next year. And we'll have Gordon back, it looks like, as well. Obviously, we'll see what happens at the end of the season. Gordon had 3 runs for 23 yards. Gaston had 2 for 4 in the touchdown. Kearney, I skipped over him, but Kearney had 19 for 61. Receiving-wise, we're looking at Kearney, 4 receptions, 35 yards. Overstreet, 3 for 37. Whitaker, 3 for 26. He had 3 drops, which was terrible. Absolutely terrible. Hood, Wilcox, Ratliff, Minor all had 1 catch. 18, 15, 12, and 3. And then really quickly, defensively, not a lot to write home about. No sacks, no picks either. So that was not great. Not great. But an incredibly balanced play. From Utah. Really gave me a lot of trouble there. I constantly felt like I was on my heels, just kind of like trying to figure out what in the world are you doing. Call that got overturned that I don't agree with. Washington State had more first downs. They had more rushing yards, more passing yards. Even on the turnovers, that time of possession is really bad. They had the ball for 6 minutes, a little over 6 minutes in the second half. We only had it for just under 3 or just under 4. So they controlled the possession. And that 3 and out in the fourth quarter or the third quarter did not help. Players of the game: Bo Gordon, 14 and 19. We saw his stats. Miranda had 7 tackles. Sherman, that was the player of the game. 15 carries, 99 yards, 3 touchdowns, 3 receptions, 12 yards. And then Ross, the free safety, had 5 tackles. And that'll do it. So, Washington State suffers their second defeat of the season. Yikes. We'll see how far the Cougars fall in the next episode of this series from 1-star to 6-star. Hopefully you enjoy. You can catch new episodes of this every Tuesday morning, or Tuesday night, on YouTube. If you want to watch it live, head on over to twitch.tv/ShaunosaurusRex, and you can catch all the action as it unfolds. As part of the sports block. Watch me boil with anger. 9-2. Realistically, probably should be 7-4. I'll be honest with you. But 9-2. We'll see what the ranking is next week. We have the Apple Cup coming up next week. Then we will have the bowl game that we get chosen to, and then we'll be on to season number 2. The recruiting I'll probably just do offline because I can't, or the off season I'll probably just do offline because I can't imagine that's going to be very interesting. But that's that. We're nearing the end of season 1 of this. We'll gear up for season 2. Hopefully we can keep the running back. Hopefully we can keep our quarterback and kind of maybe get a little more explosive. We got to beef up that defense that we got beat pretty bad. If you like this content, scroll on down, hit subscribe, ring that bell on YouTube. We'll see you in the next one. I post new videos all the time, so click around, find what you like, and we'll see you in the next episode as I try to end this video without letting out my blood-curdling rage. See you next week. Go Cougs!